Thank you for that, Matt. The Bozeman City Commission met well into last night to continue discussion about the city's 2021 budget.
MTN's Gabby Crevitt helps break down the requested budget going towards the Bozeman Police Department.
One aspect of the budget that's getting lots of attention this year is funding the Bozeman Police Department. And today we spoke with Bozeman PD's Chief of Police to find out how that budgeted money is divvied up. The Bozeman Police Department's budget can be broken down into 3 different categories: personnel, operations, and capital. Personnel covers staff salaries and makes up the largest part of the budget. There's some differences between last year's personnel budget and this year's requested amount.
The difference this year in the submitted budget in personnel, for example, is a request for an additional school resource officer, and that's been tied to the opening of the new high school. And then as well as a part-time police officer position for a position that is assigned to do court security in the municipal court.
The request for personnel funding is up from $7.6 million to $8.2 million. Chief Crawford says there were no major changes to operation costs, but the budget does ask for around $13,000 more than last year.
Kind of the 4 big categories of expenses for us within our operating budget are contracted services is our biggest one, and that includes things like a contract we have with the Heart of the Valley Animal Shelter for animal control services. Another one is our community-based crisis response program, paying for that, as well as medical services to Bozeman Deaconess Health, and then also like, for example, psychological services for our background checks.
The request for capital funds for 2021 is down from last year, from $458,000 to $274,000.
Capital are larger, more expensive, more permanent items. And in the case of the police department, they're generally vehicles or other high dollar items.
Bozeman PD says a lot goes into requesting a budget, especially when considering the city's rapid growth.
We reduce in some areas and then increase in others as we determine kind of what those costs are in the current year when we start budgeting for the next year.
In Bozeman, Gabby Crevitt, MTN News.